Hello everyone, welcome to the video. In this video, we will be talking about 5 best credit cards for beginners and students. Now, I had made a similar video in the past, a couple of years ago, but since then, a lot of new credit cards came in the market, so I thought it was time to make an updated video on that to give you guys a full picture. Now, you don't have to be a student or a beginner to benefit from this video. If you're someone who has low spend, who doesn't spend a lot of money, you would benefit from it. Or also, if you're new to the credit card game or is not up to speed on, with the FICO score and everything else that you need to know and do to benefit from getting credit cards, I think you'll benefit from this video as well. Now, I know there are a lot of videos like this on the internet. What sets this video apart is that this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, whether it's by Max Rewards or Webull or any other company. This is in no way, shape, or form sponsored. So, these opinions are my own, and I'm making this video hopefully to be as unbiased as possible so you guys can benefit the most from it. So much so that I do have a few referral links for some of the cards I'm going to talk about, but I will not be posting them in the description or in the pinned comment of this video. No referral links whatsoever. Also, I want to mention that every single card I'm going to talk about in this video, I have those cards. So it's not just something I'm reading off of the internet. These are cards I personally have, I've personally been using, and feel comfortable recommending to someone who's a beginner or a student or have low spend. And some of these cards I've had for many, many years, and one of the cards you'll see was actually my first credit card. So, and also remember that all the cards I'm going to talk about does not have an annual fee. So it's $0 annual fee cards, every single one I'm going to talk about. Finally, I know I said it'll be 5 cards, so I will go through the 5 cards, but in the end of the video, I will have an honorable mention that I do want to mention that you guys should know about and should seriously consider. So technically, we will be talking about 6 cards. So before we dive right into it, if you like contents like this, feel free to subscribe to this channel. We talk about anything with a dollar sign in front, credit cards, investing, trading, mortgages, everything with a dollar sign in front we talk about in my channel. And a huge favor is give this a thumbs up. Lets the YouTube algorithm know this is good. And with that being said, let's dive right into it. So the first card I'm going to talk about that I could recommend for beginners and students is Bank of America's Cash Rewards credit card. So I've actually had this credit card for a very long time, and this was actually my first credit card. So Bank of America, it's known as 123 credit card or the Cash Rewards credit card. Whatever you want to call it. It's very basic, but it is, it's so popular for a reason. So you get 1%, 2%, or 3% on an item of your choosing. The details are listed on their website as well. It's very simple, very straightforward, and covers a lot of bases for most people. It's not very involved to get value out of this card. And you could redeem those points as statement credit for your credit card or get deposited on your checking account. Now, what they used to have was if you had a Bank of America checking account and you deposit the points into your checking account, they gave you a little bit of extra, but they've taken that option off in recent years. So you'll get the same amount whether you have a checking account with Bank of America or not. So I think it's just best if you just redeem it for the statement credit, since you don't get any benefits or any extra for having a checking account. The next one I'm going to talk about is from another issuer. It is the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. There you go. So the card number's in front, so that's why I'm hiding it with my fingers. So Chase Freedom Unlimited, very straightforward. Another great beginner card from Chase. So the unlimited card gets you 1.5 points for every spend on this card. So it's very straightforward. It doesn't change with categories. But eventually, as you move up the ladder and your credit history gets better, your income gets better, you could get something like a Chase Sapphire Reserve or the Chase Sapphire Preferred, where you could transfer those points, and each point would be 1.25 cents if you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, or 1.5 cents if you have the Chase Sapphire Reserved. So what I do is, for my non-category spends, I put it on my Chase Freedom Unlimited, and I transferred that to my Chase Sapphire Reserved and get 1.5 cents per point. So that ends up being about 2.25% return on spend. So that's what I do. But if you only have the Chase Freedom Unlimited because you're a beginner or a student, you don't have a lot of spend, you don't travel too much, and you don't have the Chase Sapphire group of cards, you could still get 1.5% back on your spend. So that's pretty good in itself, and it kind of gets your foot into the door for Chase. And you'll see that Chase has a lot of great cards as you kind of start to move up the ladder. So it always helps to have that relationship with a great issuer like Chase. The next credit card I'm going to talk about is by US Bank. It's the US Bank Cash Plus credit card. And you'll see this note here that I have this note for myself. I put like internet and utilities on this card. So the Cash Plus credit card, you can choose a 5% category, and you could change that category every quarter. So I've chosen to put my utilities and internet bill on this credit card, so I will get 5% back on this. So great card, once again, no annual fee, a great issuer. They have a great range of products that you could pick from, so also helps to kind of build that relationship with them. No annual fee. You get 2% back on other items that you get to choose from the category, so that's great. So you know where you spend the most money and which one you want to get 5% back on, and your second greatest categories, you could put 2% on your second largest spend. So you get to choose, you're in the driver's seat. So that's very helpful. And also, since you get to pick that every quarter, if you know you've got big spends coming up in a certain category, like I know near the end of the year, it's Christmas time, so people buy holiday gifts from people. So you could switch those categories around for that quarter to maximize that 5% cash back. Before I move on to the next card, I do want to mention a few things. These cards that I'm mentioning is not in any specific category, so I'm not going for a ranking, like say the lowest to the highest or the worst to the best cards. It's just 5 cards that I'm listing out that are very beneficial to get if you're a beginner or a student. Also, I want to mention is you'll see that I'm kind of picking many different issuers, and the reason for that is it always helps to have this existing relationship with as many issuers as possible in the beginning. So as you kind of start to move up the ladder, your credit score starts to increase, your credit history starts to get deeper, and your income starts to increase. It really helps you to have this existing relationship with these great issuers. So as you move up the ladder, they're more open to giving you a better credit card or more credit cards. So I've kind of tried to spread this out across the major issuers in the United States. So you have those relationships built up early in the stage of getting credit cards. So as you kind of your credit history gets better and your credit score increases, you have this existing relationships with these issuers already. All right, the next one is from our favorite, Wells Fargo. So this is a relatively new credit card, but I think it's a great credit card for beginners. This is a flat 2% credit card. So you get 2% back on all your spends. So if you don't have any intention of getting a travel credit card like the Chase Sapphire Reserve in the future, this could be a great card where you just set it and forget it, just keeps putting all your spend on it, and keep getting 2% back. It's pretty straightforward. So if you don't want the hassle, if you don't want to maximize your gains, and you just want to want an easy process where you get like, that predictable 2% back, this could be a great card for you. The next one I want to talk about is the Citi Custom Cash Card. You'll see that I've left this little note here that's for the gas, so I use this card for my gas category. The good thing about this is that you get 5% back on your highest spend every month. So you don't have to keep track of it. You just put it there, and once it reviews what your greatest spend category is, and it automatically gives you 5% on that. So you don't have to pick or choose. So that's a great thing. But you only get 5% back on your highest spend category. The rest of it you don't. So I tend to use this card for one type of spend. And this one, this is a note to myself, as you see on the card, is I only use it for gas. So I get 5% on gas. And given the gas prices these days, I could really use that 5% back, and I'm sure you could too. But it's not limited to gas. Their website has a list of items that qualifies for those 5% categories, and it's a pretty broad category. You could pretty much put whatever you want on it, and you will get 5% back. However, I do recommend you check that out and see what qualifies as that. And so just put that one type of spend on that card, and you'll get 5% on that, and you can use the remaining cards that we talked about on all your other spends. So that takes care of the 5 cards, but we've covered Bank of America, we've covered Chase, US Bank, Wells Fargo, and Citibank. So all the major issuers are there. So I think we've covered a lot in terms of, the issuers per se. Like I said, I really recommend people build that relationship with the largest issuers out there. So as you kind of keep climbing the ladder, you already have that existing relationship with these largest issuers, and they're more open to give you more credit cards. Now, one thing I also want to mention, that every single card I just mentioned here, I have a detailed review video on my channel for all the cards that I just talked about. So if you want to know more about a specific card, check out those videos on my channel. Now, finally, I said I will have an honorable mention, the 6th credit card for beginners, right? And that would be the Apple credit card. Yes, the Apple credit card. Now, who is this for? First of all, if you are someone who likes a high quality card and really want a nice looking, nice feeling card, this is a great credit card. It has no annual fee, and I have credit cards with high annual fees, and even they don't feel or sound like this. So, it's a great credit card if you want a really nice, cool looking, cool sounding credit card. Also, if you are someone who are a big Apple fan, shop a lot at Apple, you will get 3% back on any Apple product purchased through this. So that's a good fit for you if you spend a lot on Apple. Also, if you're very tech savvy and tech forward, this is a great credit card. I have to say, like, even credit cards that cost $500, $700 a year in annual fee is not as technologically advanced as this card. So if you enjoy being at the forefront of technology, this is a great card as well. You will see that this card, when you get it, it does not have any credit card number or expiry date listed anywhere. So the whole thing, the application process is through the app, and you manage it through the app, and you get daily cash back. So you don't have to wait until the statement closed to get the cash back. You get that the very next day. So guys, that pretty much rounds it up. 5 beginner credit cards and 1 honorable mention. So if you guys have any questions, leave that in the comment section below and I will answer that. Also, if there's any specific credit cards that you don't see on my channel, but you do want me to review and or unbox, do let me know and I'll do my best to get that credit card, unbox it and review it for you. I try to recommend cards that I get myself. So like I showed you, all these cards, I've had it, and most of them I've had it for many years. So I've used it and can personally speak to it. Finally, I think a lot of people would say that, hey, Saibu, I'm not seeing any American Express credit cards here. I'm not a big fan of American Express credit cards, especially for beginners or students who don't have a lot of spend. Their points are harder to use, and I just think there are better products out there, especially for people getting started, beginners, students, and who are not too focused on travel. I have American Express credit cards, but there are better products out there that I feel much better recommending than American Express. Nothing against them, but I just think there are better products out there. So that's pretty much it, guys. I will wrap this video up here. Thanks for joining me. If you've stuck around this long, give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and let me know in the comment section below what beginner credit cards would you recommend. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.